Hi, so today I'm doing eyeliner for the first time in 10 years, which is actually a lie because like 2 weeks ago I actually did eyeliner for the first time in 10 years. And let me tell you, it was so horrible. I decided not to post that video because it was really bad, honestly. So today I found a tutorial for a perfect cat eye and I'm following it in this video. So if you want to see me try and get this, then follow along. Also, let me know in the comments what you think of the eyeliner. Like, I know it's not perfect, like this eye and this eye, they aren't like the same, but I think it came out nice, honestly. Anyway, the original tutorial will be linked in the description if you want to check it out. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so I was wondering if I should do my face first or my eyes first, but I decided I'm gonna do my face, at least part of it, and then I'm gonna do the eyeliner and then I'll finish my face. So first primer, of course. Now I'm going to do foundation. This is what I'm using. My skin is kind of nice today, so I think I'm only going with one pump or maybe like 1.5. But my skin has been pretty okay because I got back from holidays like a few days ago, and it did very good things for my skin. I got a little bit of a tan. As you can see, my foundation is a little too light for me because of that, but I have to work with what I have. I don't have like different foundations for like different times of the year. I'm very much like I'm trying to be like an under-consumption person, and I try not to buy things I don't need. So even though this is a little light, I'm just gonna put some bronzer on and I think it's gonna be okay. Yeah, it does look a little light, but at the same time like not too much. So yeah, I'm gonna work with it. I went to Cyprus, so if you've never been there, it's really hot there still. Like, as I'm recording this, it's the 9th of October. I got back, what was it, like the 4th of October, and when we were leaving, it was, I think, 28 degrees in Cyprus, and when we landed home, it was like, I don't know, 10 degrees, I think. So I'm kind of having trouble adjusting to the weather here because, as I'm saying, it's like 10 degrees at night, it's even like 5 degrees, it's super cold, and it was so hot in Cyprus that I cannot like get used to the weather here. But you cannot be on holidays forever, so I have to live with it. Anyway, I'm gonna do bronzer. I don't know where it is. Okay, this is my bronzer, the Bahama Mama, so I think it's gonna be perfect because it's the warm shade of the contour. I've noticed that warm shades work for me generally better. I really like this color. I like the consistency. I generally prefer liquid products to like powder products. So this works great for me, and it's easy to blend, and the color, as I said, is really nice. And if you've watched like some of my previous videos, I think in like the first video I posted here or something, I was wondering what my undertones are because I really wasn't sure, because as a kid I definitely had like olive undertones, and I felt like as I got older, like my undertones got a little more pinkish, which I didn't know was possible, but that's what I felt like. But now that I've got a little bit of a tan, I can definitely see that I still have those olive undertones. I was just very pale, So that's one thing I learned on my holidays, is that my undertones are actually olive still. Anyway, I'm gonna do one more dot here, just to... The lighting's not the best for makeup here. I have like a ring light in front of me, and I have a second light here because it's honestly so dark. It's so cold, and I don't want to complain, but like if you've spent a week in in the sun and then you have to come back and the weather is just like, it's cold, it's dark, it's rainy, and generally not nice. So even though this is not the best lighting for makeup, this is still like the best lighting I have in my apartment right now. So I have to live with what I have. We're gonna make it work. I really want to do eyeliner. As I said in the beginning, I tried to film an eyeliner video, and honestly, it came out so bad that I decided not to post it in the end. So I'm really hoping this is gonna be just like better with the tutorial, but we'll see, I guess. Okay, I do look very tan right now, but you know, fair enough. Like, I am tan right now, it's just the foundation is too light, but okay. Okay, I think I'm still gonna fix my forehead with concealer because it did come out a little too dark. And I know there's like a line here of bronzer, but that's okay because now we are putting on blush. Obviously, it's a liquid blush. I really like this color and I think it's gonna go well with like the tan. I've been picking like darker colors for a while because I know like my skin is naturally darker, like I tan pretty quickly, even though like I was wearing SPF and all this stuff I feel like I tan a lot. So those colors definitely work now more than before. But still, it's like a very pretty pink, like intense pink. I like intense blushes. I don't like those that you can barely tell they are there. Like, I need an intense color. I do suffer from blush blindness, but I do feel like I need a little bit, just like a little bit more blush, you know, like one dot on each side, I think. Okay, I think it's good. I think it's okay. Now I'm gonna do concealer. I use True Match, and if you've watched my previous videos, which you probably haven't and you should, I use the lightest shade they have, so it might look a little funky today, but like, as I said, I'm not going to buy new products for like, I don't know, 3 weeks. Like, the tan is gonna go down quickly because there is like no sun, like absolutely no sun. So I'm not gonna buy new products for like 2-3 weeks. I'm just gonna rock with what I have. And what I like to do, what I've been doing lately, is I put blush and bronzer first and then concealer. Like in the past, I used to put concealer first and then the rest. But I kind of like it more because I think the blush blends nicer when concealer is kind of on top of it. So yeah, I would recommend doing it this way. And then even though I do put a lot of blush on, then there is no like harsh line, I feel like it disappears because the concealer is on top of it. Okay, now I'm gonna do concealer here just to kind of cut off the contour. I don't know how to say the word contour. Is it contour? I think so. It's hard. Okay, as you see, the line is a little harsh, so I just took the sponge I used to do my bronzer, and I just go over the line so it's not like too harsh. Like, you know what, you can still see it, but it doesn't cut off like very harshly. And as I said, concealer on my forehead, but just like a little bit here. Yeah, it does look nicer now, I think. Just, I'll do the edge here a little bit with the bronzer sponge, but it cuts off like harshly, but okay, like this is what it is. Okay, I think I put a lot of bronzer on. Yeah, but it works, whatever. Okay, now it's time to do the eyes. First I'm gonna do the primer. I have some leftover primer from NYX, and I'm going to keep my eyes like very minimal. I'm just gonna do the eyeliner, and maybe I'll do like the inner corner. I like my inner corners to be a little sparkly, so I'll do that, but I think I'm just gonna focus on the eyeliner today. I'm so nervous about it, by the way. I tried last time, and it didn't look horrible, but like it's really hard to do eyeliner. So wait, let me turn on the tutorial. As I said, I am going to put the link in the description if you want to check out like the original tutorial. Okay, so what she does first is she says like the trajectory of the line should be like your lower lash line. By the way, I'm using Maybelline Hyper Precise eyeliner. So I'm just gonna try to be very light here and just And she says to not put it further than like the end of your eyelid. So I guess this would be like, okay, good start. Then she does the triangle. Okay, and small triangles, let's try. Oh my god, this is so hard. My hands are shaking like crazy. What she did in the beginning is she did the below her upper lash line. I'm gonna do this later because I kind of want to focus on the wing. Why is eyeliner so hard? Look at this. This is not the best, but okay. Like, I'm gonna do the line here and I'm gonna try to... Okay, it came out okay, it's just that the wing has like no, like it's very thick at the end. I'm gonna try to make it light, like thinner. My hand is shaking so much. Okay, that came out okay. That came out okay. Now let's fix it a little bit. So, I'm gonna try to, okay, put some more color here. Okay, I think this is fine. I'm not gonna overdo it. I'm just gonna do the underneath of my upper lash now. This is the hard part, I think. That's why I left it for the end. Okay, does this look okay? I think it really does look okay. Like, oh my god, okay, I really like it. Is this even here? Let me, yeah, almost. I would love to make the triangle a little bigger so it's more in line with like the top of my eyelid, but I'm too scared I'm gonna mess it up, so I'm gonna leave it like this. I think it looks really okay. It definitely looks better than last time, so great tutorial, love it. Time for the second eye, and I'm gonna try to make it symmetrical, so keep your fingers crossed. Okay, so the trajectory of your lower lash line, and then just, ooh. Okay, good start. Now I'm gonna do the triangle. It's so hard, like my hands are shaking so much. Like, it's not like I'm sick with anything or whatever, but my hands just shake a lot in general. So it's hard to make the line nice, but okay. I don't know how to do it on this eye. Okay. Okay, it's almost good. My nose is in the way. I don't know how to do this on this eye. Okay, I'm gonna put a little there and just connect it nicely. Okay, this is just smaller, so I think I'm gonna try to make it longer, a little bit longer. Like, oh, okay. That was stressful, but it's okay. The line is kind of the same length, but now I just have to do this. I think it's okay. I'm honestly surprised. It looks good. Just, I'm gonna try to, oh, and now I'm gonna do the lower underneath my eyelashes, like not underneath necessarily, but you know, try to connect it like here underneath. Okay, I do think it's okay. I'm not sure about like the upper part here. This eye is definitely nicer. It was just easier to draw it with this hand, but this is okay as well, I think. Maybe let me just, there's a little dot. Oh my god. Did I mess it up? A little bit. No, let me just... Okay. Okay, that's what it is. That's it. It's... This one's nicer. This one's a little thicker up top, but that's okay. What about underneath? Yeah, I just a little bit. Anytime I watch myself do makeup, like when I edit those videos, it's like I do something well and then I try to fix it and it just looks worse. So I'm just gonna leave it as it is. I think it looks nice. It's not entirely symmetrical, but I don't know how to make this eye more symmetrical. Wait, let me. Yeah, this is way nicer, like way nicer. Should I make this longer or not? No, I'm gonna keep it like this. It's very small, it's very minimal, it's very classy. So now I'm gonna do my lower lash line with this just white crayon. Yeah, I think it opens up the eye very nicely when you do the lower lash line. I'm just gonna put a little bit here. All right, that's good. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of something shimmery in the corner of my eye. Okay, because I have eyeliner here, I wanna take it off. Okay, so I'm gonna use this palette, which I bought a while ago. I made a video about it too. There is this shimmer, but it's not entirely white. It's kind of greenish, but I'm still gonna use it. I'm gonna use this brush. It's called Moony. I'm gonna put a little bit on, and just here in the corner. This is one of my favorite things to do in makeup, honestly. Okay, it's nice. It just needs a little blending. Okay, I think this looks really okay. Honestly, I'm surprised it looks this good. So now I'm going to do the powders. So I'm gonna use my setting powder, right? I use rice powder. Okay. It's honestly, it came out really nice and I did it very quickly. I'm just so surprised it worked. It's not obviously like perfect because it's not entirely symmetrical, but it's good for second time of using eyeliner in 10 years, I think. I think it's okay. All right, let me take off the excess. Now I'm going to put on highlighter. It's this. I basically only use Maybelline, I don't know if you've noticed, but I really like what they have, and they aren't like too expensive, which I don't like spending a lot of money on makeup. That's it. So Maybelline is perfect because it is very good quality in my opinion, because I tried other like cheap brands and they, not that Maybelline is necessarily like the cheapest, but it's definitely on the cheaper side, especially if you compare it with like, you know, the fancy makeup. But I think it looks really nice. It's really good quality. It lasts a long time. So honestly, I'm almost exclusively using Maybelline at this point. Now let me do my eyebrows. I just use an eyebrow gel. I don't really do any color. I think my brows are thick as they are, so it's fine. Okay, brows are done. Now, mascara? I'm gonna use this one. This is Eveline. I really like it. And what she did in the tutorial is she mostly does like the outer corner of the eyelashes. So I'm gonna try, like, I'm gonna put some in the front, but since this is like a cat eye look, I'm gonna try to put more in the corner. Okay, so this is kind of the final look. I don't do my lower lashes and I don't like how it looks, and it always leaves like a mark underneath my eyes when I do lower eyelashes. So now I'm gonna set it. Obviously it's L'Oreal actually, it's not Maybelline, so good. Something else than Maybelline, let me just set it. And what I really like with like the eyeliner look is just the classic red lips. So once again, I have Maybelline vinyl ink, and this is like a really nice red color, so I'm just gonna put it on. Okay, so this is the final look. Wait, let me take my hair off. Take out my hair. So this is the final look. This is my second time doing eyeliner in 10 years. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. If you think it looks good, I know they aren't perfect. They aren't perfectly symmetrical, but I'm really, really happy with the way it came out. As I said, the tutorial will be linked in the description if you want to check it out. But you know, this is me and this very classic makeup. I really like it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Bye.